This K Black Boxing. I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Keith OneTime Thurman. My bad. Sorry. Keith RunTime Thurman. I don't know what's got into Keith Thurman, man. KOs for life, man. Where the KOs at, man? Man, yo, the only thing I see you now is doing, man, is, moving around the ring very swiftly, getting out of the way of punches, catching the punches on the gloves, ducking. Doing some good defense, man. That ain't you, Keith. What's going on? You supposed to be just, swinging like a wild man and getting all type of KOs, man. You ain't doing that, man. We need you to stop. We need you to stop using your feet. We need you to stop moving your head. We need you to stop catching punches on your gloves. We need you to stop doing all of this stuff, man, and go back to that wild punching from the hip, swinging with all your might to get these KOs, man. Because, like I said, you're not swift. That's swift boxing, man. You can't do that. Only a few vast majority of boxers can do that. You Keith OneTime Thurman, meaning the one-time KOs for life, man. You're RunTime now. You're just using your legs, man. I don't know why would you do such a thing. I don't know how. I don't know what. I don't know what it got into you, man. I don't know what they teaching you in training camp. Man, you need a new trainer, man. Maybe maybe that's what you need. A new trainer, because they got you moving your legs way too damn much, man. Even though that's called defense, we don't need you to do defense, Keith. We just need you to do offense. Man, of course, I'm just fucking joking. Where's all the hate coming from? Of Keith Thurman, man. People are tripping off talking about he ain't getting knockouts like he used to get. Criticizing him for actually boxing, and they talking about, at one point in time Keith Thurman might have said something about Floyd Mayweather in the way that he boxed, and he was saying those things because he wanted to get in the ring with him because he was the number one contender for Mayweather's belt at that particular time. I just want y'all to know, man, that Keith Thurman has actually progressed. Don't you know, when I first seen Keith Thurman, I wasn't a fan of Thurman at all. I didn't even like how the way the guy fought. When people was giving him high praise and saying that, oh man, he might be the next up in this, I didn't see it. I really didn't start paying attention to. I watch his fight, but I just thought he was just a regular, rough, rugged type of fighter who got KOs. But once I seen him fight Chavez, Diego Chavez, that made me really start paying attention to him because he fought a different fight. In the beginning, they was going blow for blow the first couple of rounds. And at that point, Keith Thurman realized, you know what? I finally met my match with a person who can actually either punch as hard as me or even maybe harder. So instead of me just continue to go blow for blow, I ain't finna get caught with one of those punches that I don't see coming and end up on my back. So let me box. He started moving around. He started placing his shots better. And then he eventually hit, Diego Chavez with a shot, and got him out of there, man. And this is what it is. And that's what he's doing now. He has become an outboxer. If the KOs come, like his name states, one time or KOs for life, it comes. But if not, he's going to put on the Leonard Bundle type of performance, meaning if I can knock you down and knock you out, that's fine. But if I can't, I'm going to outbox you. And that's what Keith Thurman has done. Y'all can say RunTime all you want, but he's doing defense. Defense is head movement, feet movement, catching punches on the gloves, parrying punches, things of that nature. That's all defense, man. And that's what that brother's doing. When he fought Danny Garcia, and I said this, I said I don't think he's gonna get a KO. I said I think he's gonna find out that Danny Garcia has a chin. He's gonna try to go blow for blow with him for a while, and after that he's gonna outbox him. And that's what exactly he did, and that's what he's gonna do with every fighter. The funny part is this, man. Where Errol Spence is now saying he's one of the most ducked fighters a couple years ago. Many people were saying the same thing about Keith Thurman. Many people were saying that the fighters are ducking him. Remember, he was calling out people like Paulo Malignaggi, said, "You better not duck me," and all things of that nature. He was calling out Floyd and whoever had that belt, Marcos Maidana. None of those guys fought him. None of those guys fought him. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. It's proven. It's facts. Those guys didn't want no part of Keith Thurman. Just like, quote unquote, nobody wanted a part of Earl Spence. But look how times have changed. Once Floyd Mayweather, you can say what you want to say, but once this brother vouched for Earl Spence, they put Earl Spence on a pedestal like no other. Because guess what? Like I said, you can say what you want to say, but when Floyd says something, whether you like him or not, they take his word as gold. And that's what happened, man. Once he did that, and he only put Earl Spence's name out there, like I said, just to get Keith Thurman off his back, so people would quit asking him about Keith Thurman, or people would quit saying that, Keith Thurman is next. I'll let him fight for one of my belts. I'll relinquish one of my belts and let Keith and Earl fight for it. And then, he goes to say that he feel like Keith is ducking him, and everybody else start believing that narrative, and they both start believing that, that everything it was got to go through Earl Spence. Although he has no belts, although that he don't have the competition as the other welterweights has. I'm on their resume, and this is just what it is. You can say that they ducked the man, or whatever the case may be, politics. But the facts remain that those other welterweights has a better names on their resume, and that's just what it is. It's funny when Floyd Mayweather had a WBH super welterweight belt and a green belt. Everything like they say. Everybody want to keep on talking about the green WBC belt. When Floyd had it, that was the best belt to have. People were saying that, the best thing to do, man, is try to get that green belt, because if Floyd if he do decide to unretire and come back, that's the belt he's going to be rooting for. You know what I mean? So Danny Garcia had that belt. So a lot of people thought he'd probably try to come and fight Danny Garcia, but he didn't come back. But what I was trying to say is only a vast majority of just a few people saying that it wasn't a vast majority. There's only a few people saying that they wanted Floyd to become undisputed. It's only a few. The other people were saying like, "Hey man, Floyd got two of the belts. He got a WBA belt and a green belt, WBC belt. He the man. He's the guy. Everything goes through Floyd." When he beat Manny Pacquiao, he didn't pick up the WBO belt for real. I think the WBA, if I'm not mistaken, the WBO belt was basically saying that, which I think is still BS, that he couldn't be two champions in two different divisions. They wanted him to give up the belts in 154 division in order to get the WBO belt. You know what I mean? He would have gave him 3 belts, and he could have fought Kell Brook to become undisputed, but, that didn't happen. He didn't pick up the WBO belt, and, the rest is history. But all I'm saying is this. Looking on the person that got those same 2 belts that Floyd had when he retired is Keith Thurman. The Keith Thurman has that WBA belt, super welterweight belt, and he has that green belt, the WBC. All right? And Floyd had it. He was the man. Keith has it, and people still saying that everything got to go through Earl Spence in the welterweight division. I'm like, dude, you know what? People once they jump on something, they just jump on something, and they think they just hold on to it, man. Because they just can't give the brother his props at all. You can say what you want to say about Keith Thurman, man. You don't have to like him, but that brother is the unified and the only unified champion in the welterweight division. The only one. We don't even know what's going to happen in 2 months when Earl Spence go over to England and fight Kell Brook. We don't know what's going to happen. We think, we know and what we want to happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. Like I said, people think that Earl Spence is going to body bag everybody that's placed in front of him. And why? Because he beat up Chris Algieri and Sammy Vargas and Leonard Bundle and everybody else that he been placed in front of. Man, how many times we seen somebody have be 22, 23-0 with 20 knockouts? We seen it happen many times, and we seen what happened when they finally move up in competition. Only a few passed it. Many of them failed, man. And taking losses don't make you a bum. But I'm just saying, In their eyes, when somebody amp you up so high, they're gonna think you're a bum. When you do start taking L's, as Floyd say, it's different under the lights. Since so many people like to, take Floyd for his word. And it is. He's going to be over there in England fighting in front of all of those people, yelling for everything that Brook throws, whether he land or not. And what happens when, because Errol Spence is not only a good, head puncher, he's a good body puncher, but what happens? You got to get in close for those body punches. What happens if you get in close? How about Kell Brook start holding him so he can't land those punches? Is he going to go to plan B, C, D? Who knows? All I'm saying is get a brother his props, man. Because at the end of the day, whether he's getting the knockouts or not, every time I see him, he's becoming a better boxer. He got two of the four main belts. He's a unified champion, and people still think he gonna duck this fight or duck this fight. Y'all ain't giving him a chance to even breathe, man. He thought he was gonna duck Sean Porter. He was almost out of the ring for a whole year before he fought Porter, and he still came back and fought him. And he was out for like 9 months. He ain't taking no tune-up fights, quote unquote, like Danny Garcia did before he fought him, and he still fought him and beat him. I think Keith Thurman now. I think he's gonna come to when he do start fighting people. He only gonna be fighting like big names, and I think he's gonna be fighting maybe like twice a year because he's just gonna be fighting and focus on the big names, man. He potentially got a bout with Lamont Peterson if the WBA decides to, if they really try to say like so they just want to get one true champion. And if that does happen, then Lamont Peterson and Keith Thurman has to fight. And then it's potential Sean Porter and Berto winner, after that, for the WBC or whatever. So, we'll see, man. I believe after that, if all that goes down, the winner of, Errol Spence and Kell Brook, man. And then there you have it. And if all that happened, everything goes down like it's supposed to, you'll be one step closer to having and becoming an undisputed welterweight champion. And then you have a person with 3 of the belts. Because I don't know about the WBO, man, because, it seems as if all top ranked fighters have the WBO belt, man. So I don't know. It seems like those guys not fighting nobody other than themselves. So, but if you have an IBF belt, we just saying, we don't know what's going to happen. But if the person who has the IBF, WBC, and WBA belt, there's no way you can't say, what, that person is not the man. Because at that time, they'd have been all fought each other, and everything would be put in place. And at that time, you can't say whoever wins, no matter who it is, man. Whether it's Kell Brook, whether it's Errol Spence, whether it's Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Andre Berto, even Lamont Peterson, you just don't know. You don't know. When all these put everybody in styles make fight, you don't know what's going to happen. I'm just giving out names. I'm just saying, man, give Keith Thurman his props, man, whether you like him or not. He, like I say, he might not be knocking people out anymore, and you probably not gonna see it out of Keith Thurman. You might get knockdowns here and there, and potentially knock a person out, but he is an outboxer now. So if you give people like Floyd Mayweather, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Israel Andy Lara, and many other people that are pure boxers, if you get them props for being pure boxers, got to get his brother props as well, because that's what he has become. He's a pure boxer with power. He's a, as they say, boxer puncher. Or puncher boxer. Boxer puncher. I'm sorry. And this is what it is, man. This K Black Boxing. I'm signing out. Like, comment, and subscribe.